report together for council's information, just outlining the fact that the public consultation period for the EA addendum did close on November 26th. We've received 13 Part 2 order requests for an individual environmental assessment. Here we show there's a common theme of three comments, primarily being lack of communications with the residents of Zone 3 and 4, respecting what they wanted, lack of available cost projections, and the biggest one was lack of sufficient treatment capacity for the future. So what we do moving forward is we'd like to work with the individual requesters to to meet with them and discuss and hopefully alleviate some of their concerns before this actually goes to the formal MOE process. The requesters have the right to either rescind their request or to continue it forward. So the process going forward was that it will be that Stantec and staff will meet with them individually, and after that, the requesters have a decision to make of what they'd like to do. At this point in time, the ministry is the keeper of the public files, so they have all the information of whether these individuals have requested to keep their information private. So at this point in time, we're not releasing the actual request publicly.
Okay. Any questions with the report? Just to receive for information? Councillor Underwood? Councillor Scott? Any questions on, any other questions on the report?
Yes,
Mayor Dec?
just a quick question through you to Brent. Brent, obviously these, as you've summarized here, it appears that a number of these Part 2 orders relate to Zone 3 and 4, which is a secondary issue to the sewage treatment facility. How does the MOE typically deal with things that are secondary issues?
There's a couple of different issues. The ministry can they usually employ three different approaches. They'll either they'll reject the request and say it's not valid for what the work's been done. They may request that a committee be set up to discuss the issue further, but maybe not take it to that full extent of an individual environmental assessment, or they may require an individual environmental assessment. I think at this point in time it's probably too early. Once we're done our consultation with the requesters, we'll send a letter to the ministry saying this is the approach we've taken, this is the effort we've taken to try and resolve these concerns, and then we'll just have to wait and see if the requesters decide to rescind.
Okay.
So what are the timeframes that we would expect a response from the MOE at this point? Do they have an obligation to have a response within 60 days or something?
Not that I'm aware of. Because of our funding deadline, I will make it very clear to them that we are on a deadline, and we expect them to be very expedient, and they're very respectful of that generally.
Thanks.
Okay. Motion to receive for information. All in favor of that motion? Carried. Thank you. Eight 8.12. There's a report 114 from the Director of Community Services. And this is for information. And there's an attached technical cheat sheet. I guess it's got the information compiled in one place. Any questions on that? Brett, do you want to speak to this at all?
Yeah, I just wanted to make note that there is a typo on the sheet.
Yeah.
In the committed capacities, it should actually read 1271. So if council decides to receive this tonight, the official one that gets posted on our website will be corrected to 1271.
Okay.
Okay. Receive the file?
Do you want to receive this?
For information?
Do you want to receive it and post it on the website so it's available?
Even better, let's do that. Yeah.
So we'll take this sheet with the information sources. All of this is just gotten from other reports, and it's got the numbers. Receive this, adopt this technical cheat sheet, and post it on our website.
We go to the fact sheet.
Fact sheet, yeah. It's just compiling. We're not cheating anything here. Cole's notes is a good one. Okay. Moved by Councillor Underwood that we accept this and post it. Second by Councillor Cook. Question?
Yes, through to Brent. Brent, I know we've had a bit of a discussion about what our actual annual average flows are. And I'm just wondering, I understand that you've done a 10-year average, which is
Yes.
fine, but obviously there seems to be a declining water usage, and we've noticed that for budgets and things too, that we have declining use of water. So in the future, if we, the last paper I had a total of 376 as our last year's average annual usage. And so there seems to there'd be a difference of about 60 cubic meters between the two. So if in fact we needed to use or assign that 60 cubic meters, which would be equivalent to about 60 houses, to a development of some sort, we have that freedom, do we not, to allocate that to some development?
Yeah, I can answer that question in, I guess, in a roundabout way. The capacity calculation is done, will be updated every year.
Mm-hmm.
The ministry standard is to use a 3-year average, and that's, going forward, that's what we'll carry in our calculation. So as of January 1st, probably January 31st, once we have all the flow information, this number, it's constantly in flux, so it will be updated annually. So this will change, in 2 months' time, and it'll be reflective of a 3-year average.
Very good, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions on? All in favor? Carried. Treasurer's Report 71. This is for information session, property owners. There's Thursday, January 24th in the Grand Bend Municipal Office from 9 a.m. to 4:30. And Thursday, January 31st at the Shores in the lower meeting room from 9 a.m. till 4:30. Set up by Impact Open Houses. Any questions, a motion to receive that and post those dates on our website would be appropriate with that too. Councilor McGuire, Councilor Scott, questions on that? All in favor of that? Carried. Now we're in Report 79, the development charges meeting, still not far away. I would imagine parking. Yeah, well, the Treasurer's Report 82, and I know the Treasurer's out, this water and wastewater workshop that was we had planned here for tonight. There's also, Gary is not going to be here to go through that. We're going to try and reschedule that for next Tuesday afternoon with our Tuesday session. Just a motion to refer that or through to the next Tuesday meeting. Councilor Scott, Councilor Underwood. All in favor of that? Carried. Clerk's report, 132. This is for information, a lot of good information, a lot of work. We've got a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Any thing you'd like to highlight in that report or comment on that?
No, other than the excellent staff in the clerk's department, really important to.
Yeah.
Especially the leader.
No. A lot of work takes place, and this report really is to just let council know what we do, because sometimes a lot of things that we do are behind the scenes, and you may or may not know about them. So just to let you know what we are doing, and keep it free.
At the end, you extend your thanks to staff. I want to extend council's thanks on to staff for all that the clerk does and keeps things on track and minutes to the next meeting, getting the agendas and everything else. So, we have motion to receive this for information. Councilor Scott, Councilor Underwood. Any questions? Any other questions? Deputy Mayor Dec.
just wanted to comment too on all the extra work she's been doing with the ombudsman inquiry.